Hi, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Day's Podcast along with a new video. So, we are on to the next sign. We already have nine. And they're in order now. So, I'm not going to be jumping from here, there, everywhere. We are in order now. We are going to be going on to the 10th, okay? We are on the 10th sign. And just as an analogy to put them in order, we have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius. So we already have all 9 of them. Let's go to the 10th, which is Capricorn. So, yeah, we did all the fire signs. We're almost done with the air. We still have another water sign in the last air. So, let's do the last earth. So, the way that it goes is fire, earth, air, water. Yep. So, like I was saying, Aries, fire, Taurus, earth, Gemini, air, Cancer, water. There's the 4. Start all over. We got to go again. Leo, fire. Virgo, earth. Libra, air. Sagittarius. Not Sagittarius. I'm sorry. That's the next one. Besides Scorpio, which is water. So there's the 4. So, sorry. I'm going to say that again. Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. I got the 4. All right, you ready? Cool. So next is Sagittarius, and then Capricorn. So Capricorn is Earth, of course. We just said that, and their colors are brown and black. Aaliyah loved black. Yes, she did. Quality, cardinal. Their day is Saturday. She left on a Saturday. I'm sorry. This is okay. All right. Yes. So ruler is Saturn, and greatest compatibility is Taurus and Cancer. So, you see Capricorns a lot with a Taurus, if not a Cancer. That's just it. Mostly their greatest compatibility. That's who they're mostly with. Their lucky numbers are 4, 8, 13, and 22. If those resonate with you in any way, that's good. Their dates are December 22nd and up until January 19th. So it's cold. It's winter. We already talked about the spring. We already partied in the summer, and we was cooling down with the fall. It's cold. So let's give respect to the winter babies just as much as we already did everybody else. Okay, just want to say and make that clear, because we're gonna start with the first winter baby right here. Responsible is one of their strengths, along with disciplined, self-controlled. Okay, self-control, good managers. Their weaknesses are know-it-all, unforgiving, condescending, expecting the worst. So I'm gonna explain that, because when I'm around, and this is me piecing in the Easter egg that I told you guys if you've been paying attention. So before I even explain these weaknesses, there's moons. So we have our rising and we have our moons. If anyone was to personally know me, I'm more calmer than the average Gemini. There's other Geminis out there, and they all have their own moon. My mom's a Gemini, and she has a Scorpio moon. So we already talked about Scorpio. So when you think of a Scorpio with her being that moon, but a Gemini, okay, see, there's a formation here. So with me, I have a Capricorn moon. So some of these weaknesses may even tie into me emotionally, because my moon resonates with them, a Capricorn. So I wanted to make that clear for any Capricorn or just any sign in general where you say to yourself, okay, well, I know I'm this, but then does it go deeper? Yes. You have a moon, you have, a fifth house, sixth, seventh house. You have all these, that have signs that most that we just talked about that may, piece into your birthday. So I know this based off of my birthday. So when you look into deeper with your natal chart, it'll tell you your moon and all those other things. And if you would like me to go deeper into that, I can. So weaknesses, know it all. For me, in what I can feel what a Capricorn would know it all, like, it's not that they mean any harm when they know something, they just know it. And it comes natural to them. Like, when it comes to a Taurus, it's just when they're grounded enough to be able to just be like, it's the same thing with a Capricorn and a Virgo at that too. With them being earth signs being that way. Because of course, responsible and disciplined is like, all right, well, bitch, I know a lot of things. Okay, like they know stuff. Unforgiving, where that comes in, like they don't, when you really like bother or trigger them in a way, like they don't want to like fuck with you, like that really, like it's real. So be mindful of that. Condescending, like, they don't like when things are just one way and then it's just 180 another, but then it's back to that way. Like, just keep it the way it should. With them, it's kind of like, if they're coming off that way, it's their worth ethic, which is why when it comes to like discipline and self-control, like if they're coming off like, all right, they were able to do this, but then they're doing this, and it's seeming like they're not going to be able to do this, but then it's somehow they're doing it. No, it's because they got a lot going on. They're doing things. I can vouch for that as being Capricorn moon. Like, no, I'm really out here some way, somehow. Yes, having or showing a feeling of patronizing superiority. Okay, so yes, what does it mean? Treating someone as if you are more important and more intelligent than them. Okay, so like I said, they're not gonna feel as though they're more important than you all the time. They're gonna have their moments. Who doesn't want to feel like, bitch, look at me, like I'm doing something. I'm really good at it. Like I'm here. Like I'm maintaining, and I'm gonna make sure y'all know that. That's where and then the thing is, with all that, they expect the worst because everything could be so good, and then it's like, what the fuck? Like I put all this effort, and yeah. They like family, tradition, music, understated status, quality craftsmanship. So understated status, I want to kind of see what that means. Yeah, what is not trying to attract attention or impress people. So yeah, they like when people just be there. Like, they and for themselves too, like I'm here. You don't gotta put too much on me, like I'm here. Hi, hey, I'm here. Like they cool with that, and then quality craftsmanship, they like that. So what does that stem into? Let me see right here. That stems into the quality of being well crafted or well built. So yeah, they like people that just be put together. That is a good thing to them. Like, you're good to go. Oh, you yes, they like that. They don't want to have to expect something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, no, they like that. They don't like almost. Ooh. They don't like it. They don't really like too many things. Yeah. It says this Capricorn dislikes almost everything at this point. At some point. So, oh yeah, at some point, not at this point. So at some point. So yeah, what I piece in with this is, it's not so much that they wouldn't like everything that's going on, but they'll feel like it could have been better. That's the best way I could say it and be fair about it. Like, it could have been better. Like, it's not so much they didn't like it or hate it, but there's always something within that could have been better to them. Yeah. This could have been better. This way, or this situation, or how I'm feeling, or whatever the case may be. Like, this could have been better. That's it. Because they're already doing so much. And, it's just, all right, this could have been better. Like, this could have been better. Capricorn is a sign that is associated with time and responsibility. Like I said, like they don't got time for no foolishness in most cases. Capricorn individuals are typically traditional and serious in nature, like I said, possessing an inner sense of independence that allows them to make significant progress in both their personal and professional lives. They are skilled in self-control, can make realistic plans, and are capable of managing many people at once. So little do you know, they're prepared for multiple people to just be like, hi, this is what's going on. And having a Capricorn moon, I've kind of seen that in myself, because there'd be some Geminis I'd be like, I'll get back to you. And I'd be like, ooh. You don't want to know it. And they'd be like, no. I'd be like, but it don't just be Geminis, it'd be all signs, most signs. But, I mean, hey, they care. So, if you've paid attention to most of my videos with all the signs that I've already been able to say so far, I ain't read this. So this ain't no play. And this is dated too. This is very recent. So, Capricorns learn from their mistakes and rely on their experience and expertise to achieve success. So, regardless of what they have endured, they still gonna persevere. They're made that way. They're from the winter time. They have to. Why? How are we making it to spring? Like all the fall and spring and summer babies, yeah, we cold. But Capricorn, what we doing next? Because they already endured our seasons. They just like, bitch, all right, so here we are, it's cold. I gotta work. But I be falling right behind. Like, I'm going to work to whip. I've worked with a Capricorn before. I've worked with Capricorns. I've worked with all signs, actually. So, if anything, when it comes to just like, let's see, belonging to the earth element, like Taurus and Virgo, Capricorns are the last sign in the trio of practicality and grounding. So from the beginning of this video, you've heard everything I said. I didn't sugarcoat nothing. They are with Virgo and Taurus when it comes to, what we got to do. Let's get this shit done, okay? Everybody else, including me, we have our own, unique way of just doing it. But these three, they gonna get it done, okay? As far as they are focused on the material world and are adept at using its resources. So they know what to do with the world, really. If you see a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, they know what they're doing. But we're talking about Capricorn here. They know what they're doing. And do it well. Like, when you think of a Capricorn, you think of, okay, there's Mary J. Blige, Aaliyah, who we talked about, Martin Luther King, there's isn't Regina King's one too, isn't she? Yeah. Um, there's a few. There's a few. Um, I know Michelle Obama is. Tina Knowles. Yes. Blue Ivy. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, yes. Skilled people. They all have their own name. Okay? So, don't forget that. Um, however, this element can also make them inflexible and stubborn, and particularly in relationships. Um, they may struggle to accept the differences of others that are too far from their own character, and out of fear may try to impose their own traditional values. So they're going to go by what they're used to. They want you to accept them. They don't want you to accept a vision of what you feel they need to be. They want you to see them. And they want you to know that in moments that they may have heated, they're just trying to figure out things as they're prioritizing things. And that's okay. So the ruling planet of Capricorn is Saturn, which represents all forms of restriction. While its influence makes Capricorns practical and responsible, it also makes them cold, distant, and unforgiving. So, they may struggle with feeling of guilt and become fixated on the past. To lighten on their own lives and become more positive, Capricorns need to learn to forgive. If there's anything that a Capricorn may have went through or may not talk about, there's always space for them to know from each sign it can happen. Though that sign, as we've talked about most, has their own telekinesis type of way of understanding things. I don't know, because I understand everybody. Other signs, for some reason, it takes them a minute, but not everybody's the same. But they themselves just have to look at where they are and just know it's okay, just like everybody else, because it's not just them. For real, it's not. Capricorn, the goat of fear, with a tail of a fish. This symbol represents the decision to protect oneself from monsters in our minds, lives, and physical surroundings. Capricorns are always ready to transform themselves to confront and conquer their fears. However, this defensive mechanism can lead to a chain reaction of fear. Capricorns face the world with bravery, never running away, but constantly battling their own inner monsters in secrecy. So they will with Taurus, which leads the Virgo and Capricorn, they're headstrong, just bring it on. Like I said, for them. Capricorn is the same way. They're just more in tune with just whatever, as opposed to a Taurus. It's like, it's very lighthearted because it's so warm. You know what I mean? It's for them, it's warm. It's like, all right, it's spring. When it's cold and there's snow and you're like, I get it. Like, nah, like you want to be able to just be certain, and that's no more than right. That you're just gonna be able to just be all right and just do shit and be great at it, and that's no more than right. Because I said the same thing with Virgo, and it's just with Capricorn, theirs is more in tune, where it's just like, I'm really focused where things are, and I have to make sure I'm not completely caving in, but it's okay if I do, because I'm human. because they're earth, they're grounded. They have that understanding with themselves, and that's completely okay. Yeah, when it comes to love, it's not easy to capture the attention of a heart of a Capricorn. It's not easy to get their attention, but once their walls break down and their heart opens up, they can be committed for a lifetime. Their relationships with other signs can be challenging due to their difficult character, but the shared feelings that come from such deep emotional place, like I said, they know their emotions when it comes to just the world, like inside. So it's just when it comes to somebody they're close with, if they're close with them, that's a whole different world for them. Are a reward to their partner's efforts. Yeah, see, they tend to show sensitivity through actions rather than words. So it's like they can be talking and I love you and all that other stuff, but they're more of the, they want to touch you, like they want to show you from touch, like I love you, and that's, they're earth, they want to feel. And it can take years for them to open up enough to discuss their actual emotional problems. So they're not going to have a complete 60% of a wall, maybe 75. But as time goes on, and when you get to like that 40%, you already see most of them. So by the time you get to like 25%, they're going to probably leave it at 10, because every probably human being does. Like, I'm not going to say that everybody tells everybody everything, unfortunately. But when you get them past, that 30% of who they are, they're going to just let it all out. And when they let it all out, it's like they said, a reward. It's like, oh my God, like it's like a video game. It's like, oh my God, like I got to the end. Like this was great. Like you're great. Like that's them. Capricorns are focused on their personal goals and can sometimes lack compassion and emotional connection in their relationships. Like I said, you gotta break them down. They are dedicated to providing the stability of a normal life, and their partner can rely on them as a stepping stone for personal endeavors. And they can have a lasting bond with a constant tendency for growth. Yeah. So like if you are about abundance and wanting to be great all the time, they love that. They're gonna take some time to release things, but they love the fact that you do it so organically. So they're gonna have to match, right? Capricorns, however, they are not very willing to compromise, like I said, and may even create problems just to solve them, or feel bad that a problem was never resolved. So there could be a situation that may have not had to been a situation, but then you say to yourself, it can be, and for good reason. And then because it didn't get to have the right resolution, she said a song. You just kind of, they feel odd about that. Like, we just went through that, and now we're moving forward, and I got more to do, and they feel odd about that, and I get it. Although Capricorn may be a rigid earth sign set in their ways, they can still be a perfect match for certain signs of the zodiac. And we'll see which ones they are. So as far as with friends, friends and family, their Capricorn individuals are intelligent, stable, and reliable, making them loyal and excellent friends who can serve as pillars on their friends' journey towards their dreams. They prefer surrounding themselves with people who respect their boundaries. So like when you're around them and they just want simple stuff, be simple. That's it. They're not, they don't need much. They're already doing enough already. And then they say, respect their boundaries, are warm, open-hearted, and loyal enough to follow their lead. Yeah, So it's like when they have an idea and they are thoroughly being able to just go with it and they say, come along, you don't have to ask questions. We going. Because they have it all together. Like, you know, you would think with other signs that are Earth, like I've said for them, theirs is more in tune where the work ethic is, like, you know, they already, you know, Capricorns are not likely to collect too many friends in their lifetime, but they will turn to those who make them feel at peace, intelligent, and honest at all times. So like I said, like, when they're around people that show them that who you are and who they are can mesh, and you know, we chilling, we vibing, we making money, where are they going? You're a good person. They see that. Why are they gonna leave? They will know that you're not a good person because they don't have the time for that. I feel like in some of the signs I may have said, like, I didn't read too much into that, and so I say to myself, like, I'm not saying that conflicts happen, but when you think of water and fire, they're not always together. So when you think of earth, you only see so much earth with water or possible air, not always fire. Makes sense. Yeah, because when I look at compatibility, it says Taurus and Cancer, which is what? Earth and water. So, what else am I gonna see here? Yeah, family. Capricorns have a deep understanding of family traditions and feel connected to every single aspect of their past, including their childhood. So, regardless of what they went through in life, they wear it. Man, I'm with my family. We chilling. I love them. They love bringing out memories of the past during holidays and birthdays. Yeah, they reminisce. Like Mary. Like they have a good time. Conflict over dominance in their household is typically for Capricorns, with their father being an extremely important figure in shaping their self-image over the years. As parents, they tend to be strict but fair and are ready to take on the responsibilities that come with raising a child. So, father figure for Capricorns may be a big deal, but not completely, because they're so into themselves where they're like, I'm on the move. But just knowing that there is a guardian that, you know, represents them, they're happy. And then, you know, when it stems into parenthood, it's like, all right, you know, I'm a parent now. Like, you know, I can't play no games. Like, I'm make sure shit's right. Yeah, that's all. As far as with work, they're known for setting high standards for themselves and are categorized by their honesty, dedication, and perseverance. Like I said, persevere. They value loyalty and hard work above all else and tend to keep those with these qualities close, even if they are intellectually inferior. Capricorns are concentrated and resourceful individuals who get the job done and are willing to commit completely to the final project. Like I said, like, they're not gonna just they're going to get things done, even if it requires long hours. Like, they don't care. I'm getting it done. They excel in management, finance, programming, and calculations. Deeply rooted in tradition, the state, and the system they live in, Capricorns prioritize having all their paperwork in perfect order, their documents clean, and their files impeccable. So, you know, with them, when you go to where they live, everything's in order. It doesn't have to be in order completely if they don't feel like it, where they have it the way they want it. You know, that's just them. Money is highly valued in the lives of Capricorn. They tend to manage it well and save for a rainy day. I said this with Taurus, but they really save for a rainy day, as long as their debts do not consume their actual abilities. So just as long as they know that what they're doing is in the right path. They don't need to splurge. Like, stay focused, which they do. Capricorns are hard workers who strive for a higher cause, and they will do everything in their power to become debt-free, whether it is from loans or mortgages, knowing that true success will come from the long run. So it's just like, even if they had certain things that they had to pay off, or certain things that they know that they would have to invest in over time, they're going to get it done, and they're going to get rewarded after, because they put in the effort. They, just like most signs, feel as though when they put in something, things will come back. Capricorn men are known for being determined and ambitious, striving to reach the top in order to receive the rewards that come with success. They often prefer realism over unattainable dreams, but they are not afraid to pursue more realistic dreams. They have a strong need to control and can be judgmental towards their partners, expecting them to live up in their expectations. Their nature is centered around accomplishment and responsibility, often leading them to prioritize their romantic relationships lower on their list of priorities. So a lot of times a Capricorn man will be so focused on what they want to do that whoever they're with, they're kind of like, I love you, but I'm working. And over time, it's like, you got to kind of gear them away, like, come on. You want to take a break. When it comes to relationships, they desire to take charge and make the rules from the beginning. They seek a practical, grounded partner, but often end up with someone who is more emotional and has a difficult time controlling their head. When starting a relationship, a Capricorn man will consider ways to show their feelings while also respecting the norms. They expect the person they are with to feel comfortable and attractive, regardless of the amount of affection they give. So they just want them to feel secure. Like, I'm working. Yeah, I'm working for days. You'll get what you want. They want you to feel secure, but it's like, not all signs are attracted to that for a long period of time. Some signs are like, all right, I'll wait. And then it's like, a month passes and they're still working. And you're like, I thought we were going to do this. You know what I mean? So it's just, you got to know. But as far as with women, Capricorn women are known for being ambitious, persistent, and responsible and reliable. They desire to find They desire to find a partner who can make them smile and are eager to open up and feel that special pull of emotions that bring warmth and possibilities for any future. So they want you to make sure that you make them feel special. And however, it may take time for a Capricorn woman to lower their guard, like I said, so she can feel safe and control and comfortable enough to show just how sensitive and caring she can be when she is in love. So give her time. She's not hard to love completely, but give her time. Because when you give her time, she sees that time. She sees that work. She sees that effort. Bam. She loves you. A Capricorn woman seeks a responsible, calm, and hard-working partner who will take care of her in the event of any negative future of events. So, they want someone that is just as grounded, even if they're not an earth sign. They just want someone that can just be there and nurture the fact that when things go wrong, don't just up and leave. Like, I may even have my moment, but I'm not going anywhere because I'm already invested. You know what I'm saying? So they just want someone that's just like that. She needs to feel comfortable with the people she dates and takes time to decide what she wants out of each relationship. Born under a sun sign that exalts Mars, her instincts and initiative are strong, making her a passionate lover who is always in charge of her own life, regardless of outer circumstances. So, that's good, and that makes sense. Compatible signs that Capricorn should consider. Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, and Pisces. So Capricorns are usually mostly with Taurus, Pisces, maybe Virgo, maybe Scorpio, depending. If they are, that's also. Because I think the main ones was, yeah, what were the main ones? Taurus and Cancer. So, maybe. But yeah, that's about it for Capricorn. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with the next episode.